Mike Wheeler has been using Elle since season 1 to hide the fact that he is gay. And this is why it probably flew under your radar. Elle is Mike's beard. A beard is a person who is used knowingly or unknowingly as a romantic partner to conceal one's sexual orientation. In the case of Elle, she doesn't know it.
What exactly are we looking at here?
Mike Wheeler is in the closet. And despite what some of you may think, yes, gay people did exist in the 80s. In fact, it's because it's the 80s that he's in the closet. Did we forget the entirety of season 1 where Mike faced homophobic bullying?
Killed by some other queer.
And despite that, Mike stood up to them. And while these bullies phrased it as will, it was directed at Mike. I feel like people forget this. It was so bad that even his family mentioned it.
This is such bullshit.
Language.
So we're under house arrest? Just because Mike's friend got lost on the way home?
Wait, this is Will's fault?
Nancy, take that back.
You see, Michael? See what happened?
What happens when what? I'm the only one acting normal here. I'm the only one that cares about Will.
Our son with a girl?
You've seen it. I've been bullied my entire life.
And many gay people react to being gay very differently. For Mike, that ended up becoming internalized homophobia.
It's not my fault you don't like girls.
I've made several videos on this. Basically, all the negative things that was said about him being gay, he internalized and turned into self-hatred. And when you have internalized homophobia, unfortunately, one of the ways it can manifest is having a beard. Person who is your shield. The one that you are reflecting a heterosexual image to protect yourself.
What's wrong?
The most obvious indicator of the beard usage here is the fact that he literally pushes her arms away while kissing her, restrains them so she doesn't keep touching him, and kisses her with his eyes wide open. Another indication is his sudden behavioral shift. He went from being the most loyal friend to basically ignoring most of them. In fact, from season 1, he jumped off a cliff for Dustin to ignored his entire existence in season 3. And with Will, he basically dedicated 99% of his time to frankly being cruel to him. Why? Because he was hyper-focusing on Elle to keep up a heterosexual image.
I knew there was something off about you. You're gay.
And while it's very easy to hate Mike for this, it's honestly the result of how society treats gay people, and especially in the 80s. So try to have empathy for him and Elle in this situation. Because even though the relationship is doomed to fail, I genuinely do believe they're going to become best friends. I tend to talk about Mike's idolization of Elle's powers.
They're nobodies. And you're a superhero.
But I don't talk about his insecurities. Almost every single moment that Mike has been brave, Ella saved him. Mike feels inadequate to her.
She's special. She was born special. Maybe I was one of the first people to realize that. And one day she's gonna realize that I'm just some random nerd that got lucky that Superman landed on his doorstep.
Mike lost Will. Mike lost Elle. And now he's terrified to lose them both.